Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am a IT professional with 10 plus years of experience in data and reporting.
In this video, we are going to see different types of formattings we can do in any visuals in Power BI desktop application. So in today's content, what we are going to cover, we are going to see exploring the format pane in Power BI desktop application. Then we'll come to formatting fonts, colors or different kinds of preset styling or any other background changes or any other custom changes which we can do. We'll check that part. Once that is done, we will be seeing visual positioning and aligning, how you can position your visuals in a report page and how you can align multiple visuals in your report page. Then we will be seeing how to format any particular field. Especially this is important when you are importing any data which has date field and number field, and you might see that the data which you are importing is little bit different. The data type has changed, whatever it is present in the source, and it is not matching with the Power BI desktop application. So this is a common issue, and for that sometimes you need to format your fields, and we will be working on that part where we will be using standard formatting and we will be doing some custom formatting as well based on your requirement. Then not last but not the least, we will be seeing the format painter, use of it, how you can use it in your Power BI desktop application. So now we will be looking into the format pane. So if you come to the Power BI desktop application, from these top ribbons you will find this format pane. One is this option, another one you can find under visuals. So if you come to visuals, so the first part you will see generally is the different kinds of visuals available, and we can use that in the report. The other part is available right beside this. So it is not highlighted separately, but if you take your mouse, hover over your mouse on this icon, you will see the format your visuals icon. So under this you will have some preset option which you can use for your report visuals or the page or any KPI or any other kinds of basically any kind of visuals you can format from this pane. So these are the preset. These are the grid lines, and there are several other kinds of formats are available, like cell element, URL icon, specific column you can format. You can format the totals, you can change the column headers and colors formatting. You can decide that what should be the image size. All those things you can do it from this format pane. So now in Power BI desktop, if you just deselect all the visuals, either it is a slicers or it is any table visuals or any other kind of visuals, deselect all. So that to deselect that you need to click in the blank space of this report page, and if after that if you come to this format your report page, this pane, you will see different kinds of formatting available for this particular page. If you expand page information, you can change the tab name. You can change the tab name from here also, or you can change the tab name by double clicking over here. You can rename this from these two places. Then if you come to the canvas settings, you can change the aspect ratio. So the page size you can change. So now it is 16:9, which fits in the HD display, and you can change the display size based on your requirement. Even you can do some custom sizing as well. You need to provide the height and width for that. Also you can change the vertical alignment for this. So we'll keep it in the default settings. Now we will come to the canvas background, and right now if you see, it is white color, which is the background. Over here you can see this report page, and if you want to change the color, suppose you are changing any color from here, if you want to choose any color from this palette, you can choose it, or go to more color, you can choose. So I'm going to more color and choosing this color, but you see there is no change. You cannot see anything over here. The reason behind this is the transparency. Here the transparency is 100%, and due to that it is showing the white color in background. So what you need to do to see the color, you need to reduce the transparency. So I am reducing it to 51%, and now you can see the color has changed. I am going to change this color to the default one. So to do that, I can click on reset to default. It will go to the actual color. In wallpaper, you can change the background as well from here. So if you want to change the entire background, you can choose it from any color available from here. Even you can browse any pictures which you might want to set. Okay, so we'll keep it in default for now. You have seen the canvas background. Also, you have seen the wallpaper, and you might have noticed both looked same. Yes, actually both almost same, but there are differences. So let me take you through to understand what is the difference between canvas background and wallpaper. So now if you are going to the canvas background, you will see the options which are same as your wallpaper. Okay, now let me change the color of canvas background, and now see the color has changed for this particular region. Okay, but if I change the color for wallpaper, you will see additional space was covered, which is nothing but the area after this page, this area. Okay, so then what is the difference? So in canvas, the area which it is covering is the visual area, or the report area we can say. Okay, and in wallpaper, the area which it is covering is entire screen of the report page, which is not only the limited to the visual area. Hope you are able to understand that what is the main difference between these two. Now let's come to filter cards. To demonstrate this, I have added these two cards in this report page, and I will make you understand that what is the purpose, what is the use of this filter card. Okay, now if you select one card here, you can see this is the card which is being selected, and the properties for that you can see it over here. What will happen if you change parameters in filter cards? So let's change it and let's see it once. So I'm not changing the font, just changing the input color to any darker, border is to red, background is maybe to this color. Okay, increasing the transparency, and after that also you can see that there is no change in this card or in this properties of this card. Okay, so then why this option is there? The reason behind that is, if you select this card over here, now you can see the changes which you have made, right? So the filter card option will work. Whatever changes you are doing over it in this property will work in this property section of this filter card, not in the display part. Okay, so that is the use of the filter card. So now let's come to the formatting part for any particular visuals. So I'll click on this particular table which I've created in the last video, and from there we'll format this. Okay, so now first come to this format pane, and from the style preset you can change the default to minimal. You can see these formats are changing. So if you give to none, there will be no format, and default is default as per the tables, the table kind, table type which you have chosen from the visual panes. Based on that formatting, it will choose the format. So from there you can change it. If you want to have very minimal formatting or styling, you can choose this one, where you will not be able to differentiate the headers and the body separately, other than only these line separations in this place. If you want to have bold headers with highlight, you can choose this bold header option. If you want to highlight alternate rows, you can choose this option. And advantage of this one is the headers and the footer will be highlighted in complete different colors. Then contrast alternating row you can do. So contrast alternating row and alternating row both are same, but in the contrast alternating row you can see the colors are more contrasting. So one is very far opposite to the another color. Now flashy row, if you select, so it will choose some flashy colors or the colors which are attracting your eyes. You can choose those kind of formatting in case your report has very important data to present. Then bold headers with flashy rows. So this is nothing but the same formatting with the previous which you have seen, flashy rows. Only difference is the headers and the footers are in bold. If you come to parts, you will see only the headers and footers are only highlighted over here, but the entire body of this tabular view are not highlighted, or any separations are not there. And in this condensed view you will find same formatting with the grid line for each and the row and column separation. Okay, so these are the basic differences over here. If you want to change the horizontal grid line, then you can change it. So right now you can see this is gray color, which is nothing but these colors over here you can see. And if you want to differentiate separately, you can choose different colors. So now you can see the difference over here. The vertical grid lines are these, which you can see that it is separating the columns, and you can choose the different colors for that one as well. So I have chosen blue, and you can see it is differentiating using blue color. Then you can choose the border. So as of now, if you click outside of this report and see, there are no colors for this particular border. Okay, basically there are no borders actually. And now if you come to if you come to the border section over here, you can choose what kind of border you want to select. So for column, all, value selection, or total selection. So I'll keep it for all to make it short. And if I select top, you can see the top rows are highlighted over here. And now if I come to the bottom, so bottoms will be, the bottom borders will be visible. So now if you see these left borders are visible, and the right, these right borders are visible. Okay, so if you select all four, so basically the entire table will be covered with a border. And if you click outside, now you see you can differentiate. Okay, this is the complete table, and this is the outline of this table. Okay, so this is a like a cosmetic changes part you can consider. You can change the fonts. So this is by default. If you want to change the font, you can choose it. You can change the font size as well. If you want to make it bold, you can select as a bold. You can change the text color as well from this place. Okay, and if you want to change the background color, you can choose the background color as well. So this is why this is changing like this, because in the style preset you have selected condensed, and based on that condensed settings, these settings are working. Okay, both are interrelated actually. And now the alternate text color, if you want to change, you can change it from here as well. So now see, it has changed. So we'll choose some color which is more readable. So now see, one is the text color is red and the alternate colors are selected as a blue. So alternate background color you can also choose, like it will be working as a like these white cells. You can choose it from here. If you want to choose light pink, from there you can choose these colors, and you can change the formatting based on that. You can change the column headers as well. So specifically this will work as a header part. So if you click on bold, the fonts will be showing as a bold, and you can change the formats, you can change the fonts size and the font types also. You can change the text color as well. So right now, since the background is black, and on top of it if the fonts are white, so it is more easier to read. So we'll keep it as a white for now, but to show you, we'll change it to red color for now, and see the font colors are changing. Okay, so this is for the column headers. You can align the position of this headers also. Right now it is left aligned, so if you want to choose the center aligned, you will see. So see, this is center aligned. Now you can see the, if this one click, this is the right aligned, and you can see this is the right aligned. We'll keep it as a left aligned for now, changing the color to white, font color to white. Then if you come to the totals, you can change this footer options. This total option you can change. You can change the text based on your choice. So since this is showing as a total, so better to keep it as a total. So it is more meaningful to the report consumer. Okay, you can change the fonts. You can put it as a underlined or italics. You can change the font size. You can change the text color, same formattings which are available over there. You can change for the total column as well, total row as well. You can change any specific columns formatting as well. So only these many columns are available in your report view, you can see. So you can choose any particular field from here. So let me show you. So for sales amount, I am choosing sales amount, and I want to format this one. Okay, so now the text color, if you see, I can change the text color to orange. So the color for the entire column will change to orange. It will override the existing formatting. You can change the background color as well for this particular column which you have chosen, and if you want to change it, you can see this background color has changed. So you can change the alignment, display units, all those things you can change. Okay, so there are other formatting as well, like the image size. You can choose it. Since there is no image, you cannot see any changes in that. If you have used any image, it would have been shown over here. So this was about your formatting of a particular visual. If you want to format your particular filters, the slicers, you can do that. Click on that particular slicer, come to the format pane. In the slicer settings, you can choose what kind of slicer you want to use. So this is drop down. If you want to use tile, so all the values will be showing as a tile, and you can browse through the entire list of product by clicking on this left and right arrow. Then the vertical list, so it will be showing as a list format, and you can scroll and you can select all those values from here. So right now I am keeping it as a drop down. Then if you go to the selection part, you can enable the single select or multiple select. So right now you can see this is a radio button it is showing. So it will be, the user will be able to select only one options or one values from here. And if you want to change it, then you can disable this single select on to off, and this is multi select with control options are available. So now these check boxes are here. So if you click with your mouse, you can select single field, and if you want to select multiple field, you can press control button from your keyboard and left click on this field, so you can select multiple values from here. Also if you want to select, or also if you want to have the select all option in this report pane, in this slicer, you can enable this option, and if you come here and you can see this select all options. So basically it will be easier for the report consumer who want to select all the values from this list. Even one trick is that if you don't select everything, by default it has selected everything. So that is one trick, and for select all option you can ignore this part as well. So now let's move to the next part, which is slicer header. So in this you can change the header name, product to, let's rename it to product details. If you press enter and it has renamed, you can change the fonts from here. Then you can change the font size, you can make it bold, underlined, italics. Font color you can choose. If you want to change, you can change the font color. If you want to provide border, you can provide border. So this particular field will be covered with a border. Okay, this is with respect to the slicer header. And if you come to the background, you can change the background to any color. So this is already related to the headers only. So now if you want to format the values which you can see in the drop down list, you can format that part as well. You can change the font style. Okay, so the formats are changing. If you see, let's make it Arial black. So now see the difference is, let's change it back. You can change the font size as well. You can make it bold, italics, underlined. You can change the font color. You can give the padding also. So this will show the gapping between each option. So it is by default 4. I am reducing to 2. So now see the differences. Okay, you can choose the border for this particular, so like how it is working over here, you can change all those things from here. Now we will be looking into the alignment or positioning of any particular graph or KPI in a report. So if you have one particular visual in your report, it won't be that much meaningful to continue with this particular part of this lecture. So for that I will duplicate this, Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Then I will reposition it, and now see, while I was repositioning, you can see these red marks are coming. So this is showing the alignment. So in the left side, if you see this, both the two tables, you can see the aligned both side, left and right. You can see the line. If I move little bit further, you can see it is coming in the middle position. So it is in middle position aligning, and it is showing the middle position for the second graph, and how it is going in the first graph you can see. So now see, if I'm moving left side, so it is showing the left side and how far it is from the top visual. So same as bottom, same as the above one. So if I reposition this one, so let's resize it first, then we'll reposition it. What I can see is the top are aligned but not the bottom side, because you can see the size are different. So if you put one top of another, let's resize it more, and so that we can fit it in small screen. So now see, now in the left side it is matching, but in the right side it is not matching. Same as if I am putting it over beside this, so top part it is matching, but not the bottom part. To match that, what you can do, you can put one visual and put another one beside that and drag this line, and once you're dragging, drag till the time the red marks are coming. Okay, so once these red marks are coming, that means it is aligned now. And you can now leave your mouse click over here, and both are aligned now. So in case you want to align both the graphs this way, so right now I am aligning it on the left side, and you can see right side was not aligned. So this one was matching, but now see, if I am putting there, if I am increasing the size, now it is matching both the side. So now basically height and width both are matching for this particular two graphs. And we can do more formatting options from this format pane, and here you can see this bring forward, bring send backward, these options are there, and its align options are also there. So right now we have two graphs or the visuals, and from here if you just go to this align section, and if you click on left align, so first one was selected and it went to the left side of this report. Okay, so let's do one thing, reposition this to graph. So now I have repositioned it, and if I go to the format, then I'll go to the alignment, and if I click on left align, so the second one was aligned based on the first one, because the first one was the leftmost side. So I'm showing it again, since this is the leftmost aligned. So in this case, if I select both and click on left align, the second graph will be aligned based on the first graph. So same as if I do the right align, the aligned right, this, so the first graph here, the first graph will be aligned based on the second graph. Okay, so this is the second, this is the first one will be aligned based on the second. Go to the formatting, align, right align, see, that's how it works. Okay, you can change the align center as well. The align center will work once the size of both the graphs are different. So I made it different. Coming to format, align, and align center. So based on the first graph size, the second graph was aligned, and it is aligned to the center. Okay, so that's how it works. So align top, based on the first graph, the second one will be aligned. So I'll put it just in another position so that you can understand it properly. I'll put it over here. I'll select both the graphs, come to format, align, and align top. See, now it has aligned. So however you will put in the below position, it will just move upward and it will align. And if you do the align middle, again this align middle part will be working based on the sidewise alignment. Clicking on the align middle and that's how it is aligning. Align bottom. So based on the graph which is aligned in the bottommost part, based on that the another graph will be aligned. So that's how this complete alignment part works. Now let's come to this bring forward and bring backward part. So I'll just overlap these two graphs one over another, and I have right now selected the second one. Click on bring back forward. So it is coming on top of the second one. Okay, and if you want to send it backward, you can click on that. Okay, now the perfect use case of this option is basically when you have multiple cards available or multiple cards or visuals present in one page, and where particular part like in the bottom part or the top part is overlapping with another one, and where you don't want to show one particular visual's top or bottom, in that case you can use this. Okay, so this is the actual use case scenario which you can use. Now we will see the number format or data format for a particular field in Power BI desktop. So we will come to the table view for that, and if you come to the date table and see the format. So as an example, this is month column and it is showing the 1st July 2019. So if you scroll down, you will see due to this format the month is showing first day of that particular month. Okay, so 1st November, 1st October, 1st December, 1st January. So this is not the actual format actually. How it should be, if you click on this particular field and if you see the format, so if you come here and see the format is showing as a long date. So if you have to make this as a month format, then what you can do, see this is the closest format which you can choose. Here what you can do is it will be in year and month format. Okay, so if you format a particular column which has month and year, you can choose this. If you want to have only month format, you can do it in other ways. So for this particular column I will choose this one, and now see 2019-07. Now let's see what we can do with the number format. Let's come to the sales field, and if you come to this unit price, in this unit price you can see this is showing as general. Okay, so if you want to choose it to the currency, and it will show as a dollar sign and the value for that. Okay, and you can choose the decimal places for this one. If you don't want to keep it, you just click on it and it will be omitted. If you want to keep it as a decimal place separation, so you can choose this option. You can choose other format also, like whole number. Here the decimal places will not be present. If you want to change any number format to different data type, like if you want to change it to the text, you have to choose the data type from here, and the format for that you can change it from here. So I'll put it as a whole number. If I put it as a whole number for this unit price, and you can choose these many options from here. If you choose decimal from here, and you can see the decimal places from here. If you want to increase or decrease, you can use this option to increase or decrease the decimal place. If you want to summarize or any other aggregation function you want to use, you can choose it from here. So generally for the column value we don't do that, so you can keep it as it is for this particular case. So the same format which you are seeing in this table view, you can do it from this report view as well. So if you come to this report view page, and if you select any particular field, so as an example I am selecting the sales amount, here it is, and here you can see you can change the data type from here also, and you can choose it accordingly. So if you suppose you want to change it to the text, just click on text and it will be formatted as text. To demonstrate the format painter now, I have made these two visuals different. The values, the fields are same, but the formatting, colors and cosmetics are I have changed so that it will be easier to demonstrate. So what is format painter? So if you have worked in Excel, you know that how it works. So if you come here in Excel and if you type for format and non-format, I'm just putting values. There is no specific meaning to this. I am formatting this particular column, putting it here, and let's make it bold. Change the font type to Arial black, increase the font size. So now how it works is, if I want to make this particular fields format based on this, so click on this particular field, go to the format painter and click on this field. So this field will be formatted based on this, and you can do the vice versa as well. So the same concept works in Power BI as well. So in Power BI, as an example, so I want to make this table formatted like this. So for that, what I need to do, click on this particular table, go to format painter and click on the table which you want to format, and see the formatting has changed. So the entire table structure has not changed. Only thing has changed is the font size, color, background and the column width, height, everything has changed based on this particular field. See, it was different earlier. So that is the use of format painter in Power BI. Thank you for watching this video.
If you liked my video, please don't forget to like and subscribe.